Hey everyone, so I wanted to make a quick video on my plans for 2016, what types of videos I'll be creating, and also what you guys can expect from this channel in general. So first of all, the main focus of the first half of the year is going to be what you see here. It's going to be to finish up making all the videos that I have planned for the Z5 series, the M5, the C5 Ultra, the Z4 tablet, and even some of the older phones like the Z3 Plus. So yeah, I still have a long list. I want to get completely through it before the second half of the year, because the second half of the year I'm sure Sony's going to be releasing a lot of phones. And as always, if you guys have suggestions, please let me know in the comment section. Now, another big focus for the first half of the year is going to be Android and Xperia tips and tricks videos. So you're going to see one of those coming tomorrow, just like cool Easter eggs and things that you can do on your phone. And then also, so with my Xperia Z3V, I won't get into all this, but for those of you who don't know, I'm on Verizon, and Sony, they haven't been providing updates for this. Well, Sony and Verizon, I think Verizon is more at fault, but as you can tell, it's still on KitKat. It's based on the Z2 and the Z3. It's kind of like a hybrid of those two phones, and I'm getting kind of tired of this phone, like especially because it's not on Lollipop, and it doesn't seem that Sony is going to be releasing a new phone on Verizon. So I do want to stay on Verizon for several reasons. I won't get into all that now. But what I'm thinking is I'm probably going to end up getting the Galaxy S7. So that will be my main phone going forward, at least making calls and things like that. And the good thing about that is at least I'll be able to do a lot of comparison videos versus the other Xperia phones. So it'll at least create more content for you guys. I really would rather use the Xperia Z5, but at least the S7 sounds pretty promising. It's expected to come out at the beginning of March, March 11th. Yeah, I haven't decided for certain on that, but at least if I get it, it'll make for some pretty good content, some pretty good comparison videos versus the Xperia phones. Um, and then in addition to that, the Xperia C6 Ultra, it's rumored to be releasing in the first half of this year, so I will be getting that. Again, it should be similar to the C5 Ultra I have down here. And yeah, so the C6 Ultra, assuming it does release, I will definitely be getting it. Now that pretty much covers the first half of the year. I don't expect too many new phones to be coming out. But in the second half of the year, we're probably going to be bombarded with a lot of new phones. Now, I'm not certain if I'm going to be getting all the phones released in the second half of the year, but I will definitely be getting the M6. I'll definitely be getting at least one phone from the Z6 series. I'll definitely be getting the Z6 tablet if they release that. So again, I'm not certain if I'll be getting every phone that comes out because it does get very expensive. But as I just mentioned, there's some phones I'll definitely be getting. And in addition to that, I'm going to start borrowing more phones from friends just to compare with the Xperia phones, things like the iPhone 7. Now, I don't want this channel becoming an iPhone 7 channel, for example. So if I do iPhone 7 videos, it'll just be to compare versus the Xperia phones. So I'm not just going to have phones dedicated to the iPhone 7. And then finally, the last thing is I'm going to be doing more intensive tests on a lot of the phones you see here. Things like, for example, maybe I'll do like a water test for 2 hours or something like that. And I don't really want to do it on new phones. Like I don't want to do, for example, the test I just mentioned with the Xperia Z5, because I think that it does have a high risk of breaking the phone. And that would be okay with me like after a year or year and a half of use, but I don't want to be doing it with brand new phones. So yeah guys, that's the type of things you can expect for the second half of the year. If you have anything else you want to see, please let me know in the comment section. Please subscribe also because it does help me with this channel. Makes it easier for me to buy phones and things like that. So yeah guys, thanks again for watching, and please let me know in the comment section what you want to see.